Hey guys, I'm going to teach you today how to use a needle and thread and sew just a really plain, simple stitch. So first you're going to need to have thread, scissors, a needle, and some practice felt. So first thing you got to do is thread your needle. So take some thread off of your spool. Doesn't really matter how much right now, but just get some out. Threading the needle just kind of takes a few attempts, but sometimes you can lick the edge to make it all stay together. And you just slide it on through the eye of the needle. Grab it with your other finger, just like so. You want to pull down the edge of the thread to meet up with the other edge so that it's like one big loop. So here the thread kind of goes through the needle like that. And then on the other side, I'm holding it together. See? So now we need to tie a knot here. Do not take the two ends separated and tie a knot. You want to keep them together, just like this, and tie a knot onto itself. So you kind of create that loop, tuck the thread through that hole, and then you've got a knot, okay? Ooh. Okay, so now, let's say you've got felt here, and you want to sew these two pieces together, all right? So you just want to go like up, down, up, down, up, down, until you see the thread on both sides. What you're going to do, take your thread, come up through the bottom. If you want to make sure you have a really straight line, I advise using a ruler and drawing a line on your thread so you can follow it the whole time. For now, since I'm just kind of showing you generally how to do it, we're not going to worry about it. So I've come up through the fabric now, our knot's at the bottom, we've come up. Now we're gonna go back down. I'd go, maybe 1/4 of an inch over. Depends on kind of the style you're looking for. It could be closer or further. I'm gonna stick here for now. Pull it through all the way till it's tight, just like that. And now we're on the other side. If this tail here of your original knot is kind of getting in your way, just trim it off a little bit so it's much smaller. Okay, see how the tail got smaller? All right, so now our thread and needle are on the bottom of the fabric. We need to bring it back up. Again, try to stay in a straight line. Go about 1/4 of an inch over from where you came down through the fabric. Poke it up, pull it through. Gonna do just a few to show you guys just how you continue going over. Pull it tight every time, but make sure it doesn't scrunch your fabric. But sometimes there'll be like a thread that pokes up on the bottom, and you want to, oh, good grief. Like sometimes it does like that. You just want to pull your thread on the other side so that loop goes away. So up, down, again, about 1/4 of an inch every time so it looks pretty much even. Okay, like this. And now let's say you're finished. You want to have your needle come down from the bottom side of the fabric. Now you're going to flip it over. And what you do now is you just take your needle and pick up a little bit of fabric so you're not going through to the other side. You just pick up a little bit like that. There we go. Poke it through. Now you don't want to pull it all the way. You want to have a loop just like that, and you want to take your needle and poke it through that loop, just like that, and pull it all the way down. Give it a tug. Do that one more time. So again, pick up a little bit of the felt so you're not going through to the other side. Poke it through, pull. You've got a loop there. You take your needle, put it through the loop, and pull tight. Now, we just trim our needle off at the top, and now you tie these two strings together. So separate them, and now you just put them together, tie them together, come all the way down, and then I'd probably do that one more time. And now we can trim off our extra thread. Ta-da! So now we have sewn our two pieces of felt together. Voila, you're done.